Hey guys, good evening. I'm called PL. I'm a cosmetic formulator. I formulate both hair care products and skincare products, both for babies, adults, every race, every gender. Like my products can be used by everybody. You just need to send me raw photos of whatever problems you're going through, and I'm going to recommend products that are meant for you or meant for your issues. Okay, so actually today I want us to talk. It's not like a social talk, it's actually a business talk, but I think it's going to help a lot of people because I know that recently I've been posting a lot of things like you can come and buy products from me and sell, you can be a retailer, you can be a wholesaler, but I've also come to realize that most people don't actually know where to start from. They might have the money, but they don't know where to start from or how to go about it. So, as someone who has been in the business forum for 20 years of my life, I would say so, because I started doing business from a very young age. But let's just say I've succeeded with this one now as an adult by being a formulator. So I'm giving you guys my experiences and while teaching you on how to start, where to start from. Okay? So first of all, when you want to start doing business, you don't just have to come, because I've realized a lot of people have come to me and they say they're interested in selling my products in different countries, maybe using their labels, their logos, or using mine, but they actually don't know how to start. Let me tell you guys this: when you want to start a business, right? You don't just come and you want to start with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 products. PL did not start with all this number of products. I started with one product, okay, in order to build it up to the 78 products we have right now. Okay, I know it's not easy to say 78, but yeah, I myself am shocked. Within 8 years of formulating, 5 years of formulating, 8 years of doing business like cosmetic business, I've been able to have 78 products. Know that it didn't take me a year or two to just get here, it took me time. So when you come and you want to start your business, don't just come like, PL, I want to start with a full set. No, you don't start business like that, because first of all, you have not sold these products in your area yet. So you don't just come and be like, PL, I want to start with this. It doesn't work that way. You have to do a lot of things, do a lot of researches in order to know what your people want. So let's start. Actually, I have written 10 different points. There might be more, there might be less, but these are the 10 different points I think you need from the beginning. How do you start your product? Number one, or start your business. The first thing you need to start with, you can start with one product, depending on the capital you have. I will tell you the points why using myself as a scapegoat, or as an example, so you understand what I'm trying to say. If you have a lot of money, you can start with 3, 4, 5. Yes, that's okay. But if you don't, my dear, you don't just have to sit and be like, I don't have money. You can start with one product. For instance, IPL started with one product. But when you're starting with this one product, it's not just any type of product you have to choose in order to start selling wherever you are. Okay? I started with one because personally I didn't have money to afford anything. And if you know my story, I started with 2000 maybe, and that was all the money I had left on me. The last money I worked at my job, and that's what I took in investing. Taking the risk for me was a risk, because normally when doing business you don't have to do such risk, but I took that risk just because at that point I was between two waters. I had to make a choice. Okay, so when you're starting your business, start with one product, 2, 3, 4. You can just get the essential things clients or people around you need. Like I said, I started with one, and that one product which I started with was what? Pink lip balm. I could start with many other products, but why did I choose pink lip balm? We are now at the second point. You have to look for a product that it's needed in your niche, or which people around you need. Do you get what I mean? You need to look for products that people need in your community or where you want to sell. Not just get up and go and buy lotion, buy scrub, buy shower gel. These things are everywhere. It's easy to find anyway. It's true that you have to always be unique, but don't just start business like that. Look for products that are absent where you are. Why did I start with my pink lip balm? If you know where, I've always said this story. I started with that pink lip balm because there was no other person who sold pink lip balm in China. There was no one. So it gave me that opportunity for people to try it out. And once they tried it out and it worked, I was like unique in my own niche. It's later on that people started coming into the business. But I had already created that awareness, and for people to already know that You can use this pink lip balm in order to make your lips pink, because naturally most people suffer from dark lips. So I'm using the example of pink lip balm because that's what I started with. I looked for what was not seen around, but which I know people will need in order to start my business, and that is why the business was successful very fast. So if you want to start a business, start with the capital you have. You can choose one, two, three products, or you start with one which you know their people need, and you invest in it. Do you get? So that's 2 points you want. You can start small. Number 1 point. Number 2 point, look for products that are needed in your community. Products that people need where you live. Okay? So actually I wrote some of these points down because I didn't want to miss any points. So I've given you 2 points already. The next point is to buy in smaller quantities. Don't just go, okay, Pia, I need pink lip balm, or Pia, I need acne face wash. You go and get 100 pieces, 200 pieces, just because you know it works. Yes, you are using the product, it works, but are you sure that's what people in your community will need? You have not tested the market yet, so why will you invest so much at once from the beginning in a business when you don't even know if it's going to work? Remember, I started with 2,000 maybe. I bought how many pieces? 20 pieces. I bought 20 pieces of those products. So within 1 week, ordered another one, and I kept keeping the money. So start small, look for what people need, and then buy in small quantities. And that's why in my own MQO, that's minimum quantity order of the products you need. I've put that from any product you want to sell from my brand, you can start from 50 pieces. That's only no, that's not just because I want to sell more, because I have to produce. I don't want to waste my time making 2 pieces, 1 kg, 2 kg. That's waste of my time. But with 50 pieces, I know that with 50 pieces, if you are serious, you go to finish at 50 pieces. And by the time you want to finish the 50 pieces, people will come and ask you for more products. Do you get? I started with 20 lip balms. Later on, went to 200, and so on and so forth. And remember, I sold pink lip balm for 2 good years. Only pink lip balm. So yes, that's how you start doing your business. So the next point I wrote here is that you should have a nice packaging that tells a story. Let your packaging be in a way that people can connect with you guys, with your business. Do you understand? For instance, I know that anywhere you see my products, you're going to know that that's PS products, because why? I have already told my story. I started this brand in an Ayurvedic way, in a plant-based way, by importing Indian products. I started with pink lip balm. 2 years later, I started with super hair growth oil, and all those ingredients were from where? From India. I started importing Indian products, Indian ingredients to make super hair growth oil, which are Ayurvedic products. So that tells a story about my brand, and that's why if you look at the ingredients in my brand, you always notice that it has botanical Indian ingredients or Ayurvedic ingredients and cosmetic grade ingredients. I mix both to tell my story. Even from my packaging, you see the green, the pink. You see the pink there. What does pink stand for? Pink lip balm. That's what I started with. What does PL stand for? Pink lip balm. PL. PL Ayurveda. Pink lip balm. Ayurveda what? Plant based. So I tell my story even with the name, my packaging, and everything that I'm doing. So don't just go and just look for any type of thing and just make your logo or label to look like. Tell a story. Let people connect with your story. I think if people are with me today because they connect with where I started from. Most people who are here, people who saw me from the beginning, so they connect. They are emotionally connected to my logo, my brand, my everything. Okay, so you need to tell a story, not just wake up and just be creating names just like that. My name is Precious, yes, but that pink lip balm is not about Precious. It's about pink lip balm, where I started from. Today I'm wearing pink. That's why I'm here. Okay, so the next thing, I have spoken about the first thing. Start with one product. Second thing, let your product be something that people in your community need. Okay, and the third thing, buy in small quantities. Buy 50 pieces of 1, 2, or 3 products. Make it like face wash, face cream, sunscreen. These are 3 things that people can easily just buy. You buy in smaller quantities, as you keep selling, people will be coming. Like I have my wholesaler in South Sudan and Uganda. Now she buys in 200 pieces. She started with 50. Now she's at 200. That's how you start business. And she has over 21 products. And she keeps increasing. Why? Because there's more demand from the people in her community. She has to look at her community in order to know what her community needs. And that's why she's succeeding. And not only that, there are more reasons. So I've named 4 reasons. I can see it's almost 10 minutes. So I'll stop here and we're going to do a part 2. Okay?